Hey guys, and welcome back to the Hobby Dude 007 channel. Back on our tiny Lund 1969 PEPSI Camaro for the USAC group build. If you recall, the deadline for this group build is March the 15th. So the deadline and the reveal date is the 15th, so we've got to get busy. We'll see how much we can get done today. This may be the last update video before the reveal. Don't know yet. It's going to depend on how much I get done today and tomorrow. And you come along with me. Let's do it.
Bring your model to life with MCV products. Visit them on the World Wide Web at mcvproducts.com.
Since our last update, we got a lot of body work done. All of the paint that will be used on this project are Tamiya lacquers, and I started off by shooting, after masking, shot the sides in the rear gravel pan in TS54, kind of a medium blue that matched up with the real car. We'll take a look at that later on too. And here you get a look at it unmasked. I think that turned out pretty well. While that was curing, I went ahead and turned my attention back to the interior. I went ahead and added the last bars that needed to be in there and test fit a few times. And here's a look at it as we test fit it. Next up was to go ahead and get this airbrushed into a semi-gloss black all throughout the interior, so we did that. And as that was curing, I moved over to that seat. If you recall, I just didn't seem to be that happy with it. The Gopher Racing decal seat belts didn't look bad. I just still wasn't happy with it, in that this car in 69 did not have a window net in it, and that was going to be kind of in your face. I thought I better go back and do something with it. So I went ahead and stripped it back down in some areas, removed the decal, went ahead and built a right side brace. I don't know why they didn't have one. They built it up on the wrong side of the seat there. But I went ahead and using a piece of 30 thousandths plastic, cut that down, and then made a piece here, as you see. Got that glued on. I think it looked pretty good. And then also you'll see down in the bottom of the seats on the sides where I cut a hole through there for the seat belts to go through. And for this one, I decided to use Gopher Racing's seatbelt harnesses, the racing harnesses, and I've never used these before, so I thought I have them in the black, the red, and the blue, and I thought the blue for this car would look pretty good. I like the hardware with this, and by the way, there are two sets of seatbelt photo etch hardware, two sets of markings for them, as well as enough material to do those. The only thing I really didn't care for about this was the material they used for the belts, but I'll let you determine that when you see them here in a second. Also in the pack is a really comprehensive set of instructions. You can do the 4-point harness, the 5-point, which is what we're going to do for racing, stock car racing, and then the 6-point, which is more like a Formula One type. So went ahead and finished up the seat, primed, painted, and then got those belts on it, and then installed that seat in the car. And as you see here, I think it looks pretty good. Again, the jury's still out on that particular ribbon type material that they furnish, but not bad. I usually make my own belts, but it's really not that bad. I think it looks pretty decent. Next up, we moved over to the test fit of that interior, and once again, as you see, it looks pretty good. And I moved on over to the chassis then, went ahead and mounted up the radiator mounting bracket, and we modified that, if you recall, on both sides, front, back, and down the sides, and I think that turned out pretty well, and we'll have some modifying bars and stuff under there too for that, under the hood. And then it was time to go ahead and install the engine, and that just dropped right in there beautifully. The only thing left to do was to get the radiator hose. Since this video, that radiator hose, both radiator hoses are installed. And then it was back over to the body, and went ahead and masked off for the hood and the body. And then we went to our next color, which was TS58 light blue, which is kind of an ice blue pearl kind of color. And I think that looked really, really well. Here it is on the car, and then here it is unmasked. And the only color left, of course, is our red. So once we got that masked off and shot, here is what she's going to look like. So we've got TS49 bright red on the spots on the hood and the top and trunk. I think this is going to look like a pretty decent looking little hot rod. I was really pleased. And now, by the way, since this video, the window trim and the window is all done. The windows are installed, and there's a few decals on it, but I'm really trying to get that mounted or mated up to the chassis before I do any more. And then I'll set the stance and all that stuff, and that may all be done by the time you see this video. But I think overall it turned out really, really nice. I'm eager to see that final here myself here shortly. But a kind of cool car, and look forward to sharing it with you Sunday. Guys, God bless. Appreciate you tagging along on this one, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.